Welcome back to Fly, where we talk about building love from inside out. Today we are talking about boundaries, a major pillar of loving yourself. Just a reminder, everything we will be discussing here are solely educational and inspirational.
Boundaries are very important when you reconstructing your life. Boundaries keep people from playing with your emotions. Boundaries keep people from playing with your finance. Boundaries keep people from playing with your time. When you don't have boundaries, you become the playground for people's problems. It's a flip side to boundaries though. Everybody thinks that boundaries are just for other people. No, boundaries are also for yourself. Boundaries for yourself is an agreement that you make with yourself. And every time you violate or bend that agreement, you give people a clear indication that it's okay to break your boundaries. Boundaries are one of the things that you need to govern yourself and govern your life. Good boundaries protects you from making bad decisions and putting yourself in harm's way.
Wow, that's important. So boundary is personal respect for yourself. Wow. Now, we have different types of boundaries. We have emotional boundaries. And that's one that has a lot of weight. Is letting yourself get involved. Do you know how people let themselves get involved in someone else's problem and it becomes emotionally draining for you? Then that is a problem. That's something we got to watch. We also have time. It is important to let yourself and others know that your time is valuable. So we need to set boundaries with that. We have digital boundaries, right? The cell phone is a distraction and other tools, other digital tools that we have. And sometimes some people will tell you that they don't even know when to put it down. People lost sleep because they don't know when to put the phone down. So that is something that you need to be aware of, to set boundaries in the digital space. And it also involves you being available whenever someone reaches out to you. So you have to have some boundaries in that area too. And we also have work boundaries, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a major problem, especially in the United States where we live. We find work, people work, you don't know when to stop. Sometimes you come home, even though when the body says, I'm tired, give me a break. And what do? We go grab some caffeine and to keep it going. And to keep it going. So that it is very important. And because if that doesn't happen, then you're going to come to another issue that's called burnout.
We understand that signs is just an indication that it's something that you need to look at. Our boundaries give us warning signs. If you feel bad because you tell somebody no, it's time to look at your boundaries. If people taking from you feel comfortable taking from you and you feel uncomfortable saying something, it's time to check your boundaries. If people invite you to go somewhere and you don't want to go because maybe the crowd ain't your cup of tea, but you feel uncomfortable saying something like, no, I don't want to attend, it's time to check your boundaries. If guilt makes you make decisions that you really are very uncomfortable with doing, it's time to check your boundaries. If you're making emotional decisions, it's time to check your boundaries.
Yes. And with checking your boundaries, we can establish what we call healthy boundaries.
Absolutely.
Healthy boundaries are important. And when you are setting those boundaries, the must, it's a must to have clarity. That clarity will go a long way in many situations, many relations with children, or in a marital relation. Absolutely. Or boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay? You have clarity. You say, okay, at this time, this is what you will accept. This is what you willing to accept. This is what you're not willing to accept. And when you say that today, tomorrow you can't go back and change it. Absolutely. Because that will create confusion. Absolutely. Okay? And like today, even in our world, or young people, we don't know when to don't pick up the phone. You can set a time. Okay, if it's not an emergency, maybe at 10 o'clock, I'm not answering the phone anymore. It's going to be me time. It's time for me to relax and get ready for sleep. Okay? It is boundaries. Now, if somebody want to borrow money, for instance, yeah, healthy boundaries, right? And you've been there already. You lend money out, and you don't get it back. You get hurt. Now you said, okay, this is boundaries I'm setting. If somebody asking for money, maybe I can give them a couple $100 and then refer them somewhere else. I'm not lending money. It's your right. You can do it because you're trying to protect your personal space, your personal emotion. Mm-hmm. Then you can't do something, and then after that, you go back and you feel bad. You're complaining. If you feel like that, then that's mean you didn't do it right. You don't have the right boundaries.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Boundaries, again, like I said, is so very important. A lot of times we often wonder, why do we have so many problems? And the reason being is because when people see you compromise your boundaries, you're giving them a clear indication that it's okay for them to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's where clarity comes. So remember, boundaries. It is healthy. It's okay. It's okay to say no sometimes when it is necessary. And you don't have to feel guilty about it because you're protecting yourself. We want to thank you for tuning in. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're always going to be here. Anything?
Until the next time, remember, it's your right to protect your boundaries. Don't let people make you feel guilty about your boundaries. Remember, it's good to give love, but give that first dose of love to yourself. You are the most important person in your life, because if you ain't together, nothing else is going to be together. Peace.